Hello, everyone. Woo! I'm back for Wednesday Whispers. It has been 5 months, which I just can't believe. So crazy that this much time has gone by. I remember having to pause them because I was I was worried about my son's bedtime and all these kind of things. And now I realize my son never goes to bed before 9 anyway. So here I am back. I'm here to join you guys on every Wednesday night to do some card readings and mediumship. Please say hello when you get here. I see, hey, Jillian. Hello, Taryn. So good to see you again. I don't see anybody on Face or Instagram yet. That's okay. Hey, Tanya. Great to see you again. It feels like it's been a million years, you know? Hi, Jody. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Jenna. And, for me, this has been, oh my gosh, so good to see you guys again. I think one of the biggest things I felt in this 5 months away from you from doing Wednesday Whispers is that I really felt like I didn't know how to connect to you. I think people only have usually one reading a year with me or something like that, or just even a one-off. And I still love being in your world and hearing about how you are and connecting with you. So I just felt that I had to do Wednesday Whispers again. Hey, Angela. Hello, Margie, Leanne, Diane. So great to see you. Hey, Leanne, I was working on my countdown. Did you guys like that? So as you know, I always do my intuitive mug. So I want you to tune into your own intuition. Hello, Gemma. Hey, Cynthia. And even if you haven't been to Wednesday Whispers before, well, welcome. If this is your first time, I'd love to hear from it. Hey, Virginie, who's in my mediumship class. I love having your energy there. So hopefully you can make it next time. What is in my mug tonight? I want you to use your energy to blend with my mug and to guess what I'm drinking tonight. Is it hot? Is it cold? Shelly, I love bubble water. The countdown's so good, right? I know. Then it gets me ready. It gets you guys ready. Hey, Barbara. So great to see you. Hi, Lynn. Great. Well, thanks so much for joining me. For those of you that are new to Wednesday Whispers, I started this probably maybe almost 3 years ago now. 3 years ago, I started doing these and then had this nice big break. But the reason I wanted to do it is to really spark your own spiritual growth, to make you curious about the other side, a way for me to build my community with all of you, and really just even an opportunity for you every Wednesday, if you join in, to just remember your people that you've lost. And my heart is so tender tonight. We had to put my dog down today at 4:45, and it was my husband's dog. I've really learned in being a medium that there's a lot of different kinds of dogs. There is teachers, there is protectors, there's healers, and Copper was his name, and he was definitely a teacher for me. We had conflict from the moment I met him. I was allergic to him. He was my husband's bachelor dog, and he was, even when we got married and even after I had my son, he's just like, "Are you still around?" And we actually gave him away. We rehomed him for a few years, but then he came back 2 years ago, and I really believe he wanted to pass away with my husband. So my heart's a little tender today about all our fur babies. So if you love your fur babies, give their names a shout out today, hold them in your hearts. And I'm very grateful for how much he loved my husband in this life. So trying to talk to my son today. My son, we made him a cake, a transition day cake, and, lit a candle for him, and just are already trying to look for the signs of him passing, because that's why I'm here. I want you to all know that there is life after life. And I'm crying now, and I cry every Wednesday Whispers. So if you're crying, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Janet. Thanks, Jillian. Yeah. Our fur babies, they're such an important role. He was 17 years old, which is so crazy. 17 years old is that's a long, long stretch for him, and it was a peaceful passing. So, oh, hey, Jamie, you said goodbye to your husband's cat on Monday, Zoe. Oh, across the Rainbow Bridge. So for those of you that are new, and I'm trying a whole bunch of new technology, I'm trying to get onto Instagram and YouTube as well to make sure everybody can contact me. So if it's not working or if it's delayed, I'm not seeing your names, please let me know how I can see your names. I'm trying to look for your names on Instagram if anybody's watching. And why I'm here, how I got here. So 4 years ago, I gave birth to a stillborn son. I used to be a singer, I used to be a performer. And the universe had such different plans for me with his birth, because when he passed, my awakening came, my spiritual awakening, and I started feeling spirit visitors in the night after he passed, and has led me on this whole new journey of connecting to the spirit world and connecting to all of you. I now have done thousands of readings. I've traveled the country doing them. I do live group readings. I do group readings in your home, private readings, and I teach about intuition and mediumship as well. Because my heart is on fire for people to really think about the afterlife, to think about their spirit and their intuition, and um, something that's been, it's something that we don't talk about in everyday life, So I just feel like I am so passionate about this work that I do now, and I'm so thrilled to be here on Wednesdays to kind of bring through some of that for you, and to bring through validation that there is life after life, that this is not the end. And so here we are. And how it works every Wednesday is that I say hello to you guys, obviously. Again, remember, intuitive mug, I'd love for you to use your intuition and blending with my energy, blending with my mug. What am I drinking tonight? I'll tell you at the end of the night. Hello, Amanda. Hi, Jenna. I love that people are saying hello to their friends on here. Oh, Tannis, you got 3 fur babies you're saying hello to in heaven. Love that. And how it works is I'll kind of pull some cards, and I will bring through some spirits that want to kind of communicate with us tonight. When you do feel like I'm speaking to somebody on the other side, that you feel like it belongs to you, just say so in the comments and be like, that sounds like this person, this sounds like this. Because of all of our technology, I'm hoping I catch things on time, but I really believe that you'll know if I'm talking to them or not, by the things that I'll bring through. I love having the validations and the confirmations in the chat, especially for everybody to make sure that spirit got claimed. But sometimes we have to, I never know what Wednesday Whispers is going to be like. I never know how it's going to fly. So here we go. So I think, so Stephanie, so glad you're back. Thank you. Oh, yes. Love that you're here. Linda, you think I'm drinking ginger ale. Love it. Hi, Bryn. I don't know if we've met before. Great to see you on here. Who else have I not heard from yet in such a long time? So Jody, I feel like I haven't seen your name for so long. Leanne, thank you. Beautiful. So if you would like a card, please say so in the comments, and I'll kind of tune into your energy and just offer some inspiration and some thought for you in how your time is. Stephanie, you think I'm drinking lemon water? And again, I never not mean to say hello to somebody. Leanne, Wednesday evenings will feel normal again. I know, because we have so much to do on a Wednesday. So yes, if you'd like a card. So Sarah Jane, I just felt drawn to you. I hate saying that. Also, guys, please beware of scammers. I will never message you. I will never friend request you. So always be careful, even if some people pop on the live that are kind of like, hello, my angel, I love your energy. Please block them, delete them, whatever you need to do. So just know that I'll never ask you for money. So beware. So Sarah Jane, I don't feel like we've met before. Sarah. So a card for Sarah Jane. Taking action is the card that comes up for you. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. And for me, so this kind of like this person here just like jumping over a river, which looks amazing. It looks like kind of like getting out of your comfort zone. And for those of you that used to watch Wednesday Whispers, one of my favorite sayings is life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And Sarah, for me, I don't know, I'm just feeling like some sadness with you. Like sometimes when we're in grief and, things are feeling down, that it's hard to kind of envision the future. But for me, I even felt like that card felt like take a risk. So Sarah, I hope that aligns with you in things going on in your life right now. Please let me know if it resonates. So Linda Hall Venema. Hello, Linda. Well, this card just jumped out. Flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. And Linda, I don't know if like if you've been just going through like some hormonal changes or something with your body, like they're just making me feel like your body chemistry is changing. So I don't know if you've been like changing like your supplements or things like that, but this actually feels like physical freedom to me. So I know like as spring comes, I mean, it's still snowing here in Alberta. I don't know where you are. Like I'm actually really over the snow. That they're making me feel as if this feels physical. It makes me feel like this spring you're going to be kind of like doing more things with your body. It feels like alignment in your body. It feels like, and I don't know if you've been going to acupuncture, but they're also making me feel like acupuncture for your body feels very powerful right now. So I hope that makes sense. I just feel like my son's yelling downstairs. I hope everything's okay. Cynthia Newhook. Oh my gosh, is that Tinkerbell? I love it. I just went to Disneyland a couple weeks ago with my family. OMG, I'm still recovering. I don't know if I ever need to go through that amount of energy again, but it was beautiful memories for the family and for him. So Cynthia, Tinkerbell energy here. Do you do Reiki, Cynthia? Actually, I feel like a whole bunch of healing energy. Savoring pleasure is the card that comes up for you. I fully embrace bliss in my life. There's like a big bubble bath. There's roses, candles. It looks like, you know, kind of like really kind of tuning into your own energy, a healing energy. But Cynthia, I don't know if like Reiki means anything to you, but I really feel like that either like you do Reiki or you're in need of Reiki, because I just kind of feel like this energy clearing and a kind of a time of healing. And like that bubble bath time could really be anything. It could be just being still. You know, it's like one of those things where sometimes the less we do, the more we receive. So it feels like kind of taking time to be really present in the moment, if that makes sense, Cynthia. You just, oh my gosh, it goes by so fast. Hello, Angela. I haven't seen you in years. I hope you and the family are doing so well. So great to see you. A card for Angela. Angela, has like one of your feet been bothering you? Has your ankles been bothering you? This starting fresh, a wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. There's so much spring energy in the air here tonight. I love it. They're all kind of like, you know, echoing each other. And also like if you're hearing something I'm saying in the card for somebody else and you're like, I feel like that's totally me right now, then you know, take it what you need. This is like I'm just pulling from a big energy cloud tonight. So Angela, starting fresh, a wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. And I just feel like for me, you know, like I just hear like new hobbies. So I don't know if you've been like planning on starting like a new course or something like that. And I know like, you know, there's been so much energy like investing in the kids and things like that. And maybe this season's is closing down because I feel like, you know, maybe it's slowing down or there's this kind of chapter here, but I just really feel like they're saying like it's time for you to really like, what do I want to do? What is something I really want to kind of focus on, you know? So it feels like something like that for me. It feels like something new and it feels creative for me. So Sarah Jane, that card made super making sense to you in so many ways. Beautiful. Love hearing that. It's raining for you, Bobina. Oh, I take rain over snow. I just feel like, um, great. I see Bryn on YouTube there. You'd also love a card, Bryn. Yes, I can't see your picture. Oh, one just kind of flew out there. Proceeding softly, my inner power grows in moments of quietude. But actually, you know, this card for me, and it kind of looks like tea time. These cards are a little, I don't really love the artwork on these, but I love the energy in them. For me, it actually says like, I was just kind of feeling like a caution card, you know, like as you're kind of planning, I'm feeling like this strategic planning, like they want you to plan like all the little baby steps. So no jumping into things like really extremely right now. It just makes me feel like, you know, if I do this, then maybe there's this outcome. But before I do that, I'm going to pause and think about it. So I'm actually feeling that that's actually more about just being really careful in your decision making right now. And I'm kind of seeing like something cheesy, like a pros and cons list. So no jumping ahead too much, you know, really kind of tuning into your intuition, tuning into your heart, if that feels like a yes or a no for me. I love tuning into our intuition in a couple different ways. I love using pendulums, you know, kind of seeing like if it wants to move in a yes way or a no way. I also love using your body. Even one of my favorite things to do is to ask your body, what does yes feel like? And for me, I always feel like I go forward. What does no feel like? I always go back. And so when I have like a big question in my life, like, should I do Wednesday Whispers again? It was like a big yes, you know? So it just makes me feel, Bryn, I hope that makes sense to you. It's like just being cautious of your decision making right now, little baby steps. We'll try not to rush into anything. I love Sarah. What is Wednesday Whispers back? Hello, it sure is. So Cynthia, I saw you Sunday at the tea reading, and you mentioned a hunch over a nerve issue. By Sunday afternoon, I was in bed, unable to walk. Oh, Cynthia, I'm sorry. So maybe energy healing. There's something about like it might be something emotional, that has to kind of clear out of the way. And Bryn, that makes sense. You're grappling with a big decision right now. That's so helpful. Thank you. Oh, okay, great. Love that. Love the energy. Love being back. You're in De Winton, Amanda Nagel. I love a card. We have Sleet Out by De Winton. Gosh, right? I literally have like a foot of snow. It has not stopped snowing here. It's just crazy. I'm in Redwood Meadows, so that's like just beside Bragg Creek area. So 30 minutes from Calgary is where I'm located. So for Amanda, I love that picture of you in nature. Dwelling in truth, I stand in the light of truth. And this card for me, Amanda, actually makes me feel like it's about you using your voice. So I don't know if like you feel like it makes me feel like they're asking you to be empowered about using your voice right now. So I don't know if like you've been thinking like, oh, maybe I'll wait to say that, or I don't want to say that, I don't want to hurt them. And maybe I got to think about how I'd word that. But they're making me feel like it's time to be expressive with your voice, to really set boundaries with your voice, and to share your opinions, to speak your truth. So Amanda, this feels like a major encouragement about your voice. I hope that makes sense right now for you. Whoa, De Winton, love. You guys all got to come to my October, or my reading in October. Why did I say October? Crystal Shores. I'm in Okotoks, not October. Okotoks. May 25th, I'm in Okotoks. Debbie Leduc. You'd love to have a card pulled. Let's just see Debbie. I feel dog energy with you. Debbie, do you have dogs? Like if you don't have a dog, I feel like there's a dog love that wants to come through for you or support you right now. Igniting courage is the card that comes up for you. I'm strong, valiant, and courageous. So it does feel like you're going through something right now. It's interesting the horse card comes up because that also feels like animal energy, that animals want to be supportive of you right now, Debbie. But for me, it just kind of feels like yeah, there's something going on there. I was asking you to like kind of really brace yourself and to kind of find that inner wisdom within you to take the risk, to have courage. And it feels like about emotions. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's just like you're going through like a lot of heavy stuff right now, but they're just making me feel like just you can do hard things. I kind of feeling like a grandmother energy there that you might have been close with. That's just saying you can do hard things, Debbie. So yeah, it just sounds like a lot of heavy emotion there. You do have a dog. I love your dog. Yeah, I love your dog's energy. I feel your dog's a healer. Like, how I was just saying, like, some dogs can be healers. I feel like your dog comes and just like wants to really support you right now, kind of like take some of the emotions, take some of the heaviness. Look at all these like De Winton Okotoks people here. I love it. So Janet Rose, I appreciate it. I also got back from Calgary. Snow was crazy. I love all the locals tonight. Janet. Maybe it's too late for the East Coasters and too early for the West Coasters. Janet Rose. Awakening ancient wisdom, deep inner knowing is emerging within me. And Janet, that's kind of what I feel like. I don't know if you feel like you've been going through a spiritual awakening, because they're making me feel like even what you're choosing right now, like in your path, I don't know if you're choosing a new career, a new job, a new course in university. It feels like something kind of like that about your life. It feels like about work or school or something like that. It's almost like they want you to really like, listen, is this aligned with my soul's path here? Because it makes me feel that it's pivoting to something more spiritual and thoughtful. So they make me feel as though like they're speaking to you, and they're showing me that journaling is really important for you, Janet. So I don't know if you're a writer, if you've been thinking of writing, but they're making me feel as though there's a lot that they want to bring through you, through your hand. So it feels like channeling and things like that. So Janet, beautiful energy here about like new intuition developing. And you know what? We are in a crazy moon energy. Last Monday was like the full moon in Scorpio, which is really like rebirth. So if you've been feeling like, I mean, we had the eclipses. It's been an intense time for a lot of people, including myself, that there is really like this rebirth time that a lot of us are just feeling like another kind of shift of energy. We're feeling like I'm out with the old. I'm really wanting to welcome the new. So I hope that makes sense here. Oh, we got somebody from Toronto, Lisa Maria. This is one of my besties. I was in her wedding party back, and hopefully we get some time here this summer. So Toronto, it's not too late for Toronto. Oh, we got some Manitoba people. Love it. So accurate. Ah, Jenna, it feels like school. Like, I don't know if you're in school right now, or if that's just like your team or something, but it felt like, a pivot in your education or your training, So yeah, tune into your heart before making any big decisions. Hey, Kylie, so good to see you again. This is live. Oh, really? Is there closed captioning happening? Hmm. I don't know how this is working. This is new. Like I'm see that I'm talking on Instagram, I think, but I don't know. I can't see anybody's comments. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to really go through that. Alrighty. He's an Aussie Shepherd. Oh, that makes sense, Debbie. Yeah, he feels like that. I'm an absorber of energy. Anybody else? I'll just do like a couple more minutes of cards if anybody else would like an inspirational card. Stephanie Damon. Stephanie Damon. I feel like there's so many new faces here tonight. Stephanie Damon. I feel like a card doesn't want to come out. I feel like really slow energy with you right now, Stephanie. I mean, I can see you've got kids there, but they're making me feel, I don't know if like you feel like you're kind of like walking through some tar or like walking through some sludge. It just feels like kind of like slow, uh moving, and they're making me feel like the card that just came up for you is manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. And so I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but it almost makes me feel like sometimes when we get stuck, we forget that like our mind can take us to other places, that we're really supposed to be envisioning our future. We're supposed to be kind of calling things towards us. And they're making me feel like you just forgot that, Stephanie. So I don't know if it's just kind of been like, I guess here's another day, make the lunches, or, whatever that kind of feeling is. But they're like, just don't forget about what you actually wanted. Like that we have the ability to kind of call things towards us. And I mean, I'm one of the, biggest talkers about manifestation. Talkers, do you like that English? Is because, my whole career changed. I took a huge risk when I started becoming a medium. I quit all of my teaching. I quit all of my singing. I had no bookings that week. And I just knew that it was coming. I just knew that spirit was going to take care of me. And I feel like they're saying that to you too, Stephanie. Like, remember what you want to do. We need you to envision it. We need you to kind of surrender and like, let's go. So I don't know if you've been feeling stuck, Stephanie, but it just makes me feel like, don't forget how amazing your mind can be. So it feels like vision boards, watching inspirational videos. I have this one friend, she wakes up in the morning to like hearing a voice recording of herself that's just like, today we are a champion. And I'm like, I feel like I've got to kind of make that, about other things. But I feel like that there's something that they're saying that you have the power to kind of turn this around. Yeah. Oh, so that made sense for you, Amanda? Beautiful. Love it. Sorry if I'm missing people. Oh, I hate your connection's not good. Darn. On Facebook, it's showing what I'm saying. Okay. Interesting. Hello, LA. Hello, Tanya. Hello. And Kilpatrick. And Kilpatrick. Let's just see here. So for Anne. And do you love gardening? I just feel like a whole bunch of, I don't know if you've been thinking about your garden already. I know the season's kind of coming. But they're showing, gardening is weird that this card comes up. Breaking barriers. I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. And I love this card because it's like, I don't know, you can't quite see it because of my light, but it's like, all these like prickly weeds. And then there's a few green leaves on there, and it kind of feels like that. Like, I don't know if you love gardening, but also this could just be a symbol and a metaphor that your spirit team's showing me is that, like this is a time of regrowth, of rebirth, of really like letting go of past belief systems and value systems for yourself. And for some reason, I do feel like you're gifted with plants though. Like they're making me feel like they want you a lot out in nature this summer. It just feels like you're very in tune with nature. They almost are showing me that they want the sun to shine back on your face, so it just feels like no limitations this time as you're kind of walking into that. So I hope that makes sense for you, Anne. And let me know, do you garden? If not, there might be a new hobby happening. Hello, Jody. So good to see you again. Leanne Phillips Roy. I love that picture. Like a Western little darling there. Hmm. Exceeding expectations. I soar into excellent. I keep hearing this, like what they're just telling me there is like, what if? What if it was easy? What if you can do it? What if it wasn't so hard? Like, I don't know if you're starting a new business or something like that, but it kind of feels like that. It makes me feel as though that you kind of keep self doubting yourself. And they're like, what if it's easy? So, Leanne, there's a lot of encouragement here for you to go for it. I'm just kind of like feeling like applause from some ancestors here. And this next project that you've got going on, it feels like a business to me. So let me know if that resonates with you. So exceeding your own expectations, I love that. Wow, what if I was like super amazing? Let's see here. I feel like I've seen your name a few times here. Amanda got me. Amanda, do you usually get your nails done, Amanda? Somebody loves your nails. Stephanie, I know. I feel that. Keep telling myself and saying positive affirmations. Yeah, like speaking to yourself. I love Louise Hay's 21 days of affirmations. I will survive and I'll be okay because I'm sluggish and down. I hear you, Stephanie. But it feels like change is on the rise and just feels about like this, like changing your mind piece, to not like quit daydreaming. Oh shoot. Now who else was I talking to? Now I forgot them. Amanda. Oh my God. And you're studying to be a herbalist. Of course you are, because you've got this like amazing green thumb. You're ready to break out of a very limiting life. Taking a leap is right. I love that. Exceeding expectations. Amazing. Amanda, you said your daughter asked me tonight to give her a manicure. Oh, so I feel like you've got a loved one on the other side that's just like, love the nails, love the nails. So Amanda got me. The card kind of already came up about like kind of just being careful about making plans, like making sure it really resonates with you. Oh, do you know what I mean? They're making me feel just be careful. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So no big actions right now. It feels like that same thing I'm talking about, this attracting piece, expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life, Amanda. So it's like this thing of attracting versus doing, like it makes me feel like, I don't know if you feel sometimes you got a lot of masculine energy about you, that it's like do, go, push, get that, okay, got that, okay, I'm gonna work a little harder, sure, yeah, I can do that. And they're just like, let's slow down to make sure that we're really feeling resonant. They make me feel like does everything that in my life really resonating with me when I go out for that coffee date or that drink with that person? Does that really align with me? Like that's really checking in with yourself before you're making things, and then I just love that card about expecting miracles, so it looks like something's on majorly is changing here. And sometimes we can't bring everybody with us, so this feels even about people, Amanda. So I don't know if like you've just kind of like feel some friendships shifting or some like colleagues at work shifting, but it kind of feels like just be cautious here. Like we want you to listen to yourself first here, so that all this new beautiful miracle energy can come in, which is just so amazing. Love it. I love that we haven't had any scammers yet. Isn't that amazing? Usually there's people that are like oh, I feel so bad for the Instagram people. Let me just see if I can just log on to my Instagram to at least say hello if anybody's watching. Like, why? Oh, is there people talking? Sorry, guys. Oh, it says that I'm live. Okay, excellent. And nobody's watching. Okay, it says nobody's watching, so that doesn't make any sense. What card deck am I using? I can't remember. Oh, it's Gateway Oracle cards, Denise Lynn. I don't really like the artwork, and I think like whenever you pick Oracle cards, it's always like, do I love the artwork? Do I love the messaging? Do I love the theme of it? I think there's so many different ways, but this one I just love the messages. This booklet also comes with questions with the cards, which I just love the questions. Yeah. Oh, hey, Christina, you were like one of the first people to ever come to Wednesday Whispers ever, like 3 years ago. Hello. Okay, I think it's time for some spirits. So, Amanda, that made sense to you? Totally felt like I'm in a midlife crisis this week. I love new energy. This is great to hear. Beautiful. I hear you. Yeah, it feels like shifts on the rise. I mean, shifts on the rise for all of us. Like, let's just put it out there. Well, my screen keeps doing something weird tonight. Spirits are in the house. Okay, awesome. There's 63 of you guys in Instagram and I can't see you? Oh man, that would be horrible. Yes, Christina, exactly. This full pink moon is like rebirth. So now this part is one of my favorite part is where I get to kind of like tune into some spirits that want to kind of come through. And how it works is spirit communicates to me. It's almost like charades. I'll kind of feel things, see things, and hear things, and then I do my best to translate that for you. But I want you to like really have your heart open and your intuition online for you to kind of really feel if I'm talking about that person, a person of yours that you've lost. And I always want to always just take this moment to honor the people that you've lost, that you're missing. I feel like everybody on our pages, we know what grief is. We know the grief walk. So just taking a moment to just think of your people. Just say their names even in the chat. I love bringing that energy through. So I think of my beautiful Copper, my beagle, my stubborn beagle, who is just so difficult to love in this life. And I just say hello to him as he's on the other side here tonight. My mom, Marilyn, my grandmother, Marge, my grandpa, Ed, my mother-in-law that I never met, Lee. It was just her birthday this past week. So just saying your names of your people in the chat. Sheila, Rachel, your dad, Van, Nolan, Sky, Thomas, Louie, Zach, Dustin, Dorothy. Hey, Tracy, Nova, your dad, Clifford, Stacy and Alexa, Glennie, Grandpa David, Papa Bill, Cody, Chevy, Jean, Connie, Jack. Oh, hey, Krista, I love that group reading with your family this week. I absolutely loved our time together. That was so beautiful. Love meeting your mom again. Bert, Sandy, Bonnie, Lee, Joe. Yeah. So if I feel like there's a stronger message for somebody that can kind of relate to, say, if I bring 5 or 6 things through and somebody like gets all 6, but you've got like 4, just know that your loved one, there's an echo there of them trying to talk to me too. And even if I feel like it doesn't resonate with me and who it is, I think I trust you and your intuition to know that I'm talking about your people. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna take a deep breath here. So I just want to welcome the souls tonight, the spirits that want to come through for those in this soupy social media world. To show me how to love and heal those that these messages are for tonight. To show me where you are and what you've seen of their life and how you're communicating with them. And just thank you for bringing us together. Okay. Okay, there's a gentleman here, and I feel like, he's one of those men that like probably had like not a comb over, but had a few hairs left that he was really trying to hold on to there at the end. And he does kind of like he's quite jolly, like he's very fun. He's kind of making jokes that he had like a big belly in life, that he kind of should have taken better care of his health, because he does show me that I think he did pass from like a heart attack there. And I feel like he had dentures or something that he's like clicking in his teeth. Like I can't tell if it's gum or his dentures. And he says he leaves you coins all the time. It feels like a grandpa energy. It feels like you have a son. He says blessings to her son. Like I watch her son. I'm a guide for her son. It feels like somebody in the family has his wedding ring, and he also had like really large hands. I kind of feel like, I don't know if he's like a farmer. He feels like a German farmer to me or something like that. So let me know if this sounds like anybody's spirit. And very expressive eyebrows. Like, I feel like when he's talking, he has, like, these epic eyebrows that are, like, kind of a part of the storyteller. And he loves music. Like, I feel like kind of a party with this guy, you know? Like, I just feel like he brings a lot of energy. He brings a lot of laughter. Like, he loves Christmas. I feel like he's kind of, like, on show at Christmas. Like, I don't know if he used to have, like, a favorite song he used to sing or, like, a poem that he used to share with everybody, like a story, the Christmas story or something, but I almost feel like he's performing. So, Leanne, this is making sense to you? Leanne Norman. You have his wedding rings and your son's a lot like him. Is it your dad or your grandfather? Do you find coins all the time? Yeah, he says I'm in the music. He's also brought you a raven, so I don't know if you've been seeing some ravens, which feels like transformation. And did I pull a card for you, Leanne? Do you remember I don't remember what I said. To you. Now it's already gone. When spirit brings messages through, I can never hold on to them. You do point hinds and it's your husband's dad. Oh, your husband's dad. Oh, I just feel gratitude. And did you bring him like a lasagna or something like that? Did you bring him like a big casserole or something like that? I feel like he loves food. Like he's grateful for like the something's flickering. Okay, yeah. That happens. Maybe it's copper. I asked for a clear sign from copper. Yeah, and Philip's right. Oh man, I feel like this. I just hate this like delay. He did like food. Yeah, what's his casserole? Did you bring him a casserole or something? He did pass from a heart attack. Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like a lot of gratitude from him. And did your son just get a haircut? He loves his haircut. Do you know if like his wife had like a signature casserole? I mean, they always show me food. Obviously, I love food, so maybe you'll think of it later. I always feel like it'll always kind of come later. So that was his heart attack. And does the music mean anything to you, Ian? Yeah, he just says like thank you for the memories. And it feels like you're a wonderful wife. Like he thanks you for being a beautiful wife. Like I see you like actually like is something going on with your husband's back right now? It feels like you're caretaking him or something like that. He loved music and dancing totally. Yeah, he says like he's here for like the party. Yeah. And he's there with his dad. So he said his dad came to get him. And with his dad. Beautiful, Leanne. Yeah, something going on with your husband's back? Because it feels like there's this healing energy. Like I don't know if your husband's just been on the couch a lot or something like that. Because he just makes me feel like you've been taking care of him. So you have, yeah, my husband does have a sore back. Yeah, because like he's just saying, like, thank you for taking care of him. Thank you for taking care of my boy. Yeah, I think that's just his message. So keep your eye out for the coins. His whole body, yeah, like I feel like he's supposed to be resting. I just kind of feel him on your couch or something like that. It feels like you're in like a caregiving chapter or something like that with him for a bit here. Well, they say 8 more months, so it feels like there's going to be like supplements and like physiotherapy and things like that too. Man, what was his name? He feels like a character. Mhm. Norm. Norm. Right, let's see who else is here. Thank you, Norm. I felt the dog with him. Do you remember him having a dog? Norman. Do you remember him having a dog? I just felt that he said to tell him the dog's here. So if you guys had a dog that's passed, there's a dog here. Okay. There's like a woman here with a pretty big personality. We called him Storm and Norman. He had a dog named Spike. Yeah. I love that. Tell him the dog's here. And I feel like he has this huge energy. No wonder he's like the first one to come through tonight. There's just this woman here, and she I feel like she's smoking cigarettes with like her nails done. You know, like she feels kind of like yeah, she loves like hairspray. I feel like like the 80s would have been like epic for her. I just feel like all this like 80s energy with her. And she does make me feel there in her passing that she had trouble breathing. I feel like she used to crochet. I even feel like she's crocheting while she's smoking. And there's this grandfather clock or something that she used to have at her house because she's making me feel like that. And she had like these yellow flowers like in her garden and things like that that she'd bring inside the house and put on the dining room table. And I feel like you might have some of her placemats. She says you have some of her placemats. Feels like you might have one of her blankets too. Yeah, she makes me feel like I couldn't quite catch my breath in this life. And she's quite strong. You know, she's got a big personality. She's like, get up. Like, let's go. She's like a little bit like, what are you whining about? You know, she's like, you have it so much easier than I did. Like things are so amazing for you. Do you even realize how she's kind of got like a little bit of an attitude, you know? So I just feel as though she's really trying to like light the fire under you. So like, you know, a little bit of tough love there with her. And I just feel hairspray with her. Like it's cigarettes and hairspray. Yeah, she kind of reminds me of my aunt. Yeah, she's like, you can do this. You can do hard things. Come on, get up. It feels like about your physical body too. So I don't know if like you've just been having trouble moving. So does it make sense for anybody here? Does it sound like a spirit that anybody can kind of connect to? It would be so sad if I'm on like Instagram and then like people are talking and I have no idea. Aquanet. Does it sound like it makes sense for you, Christina? Get up. I just keep hearing get up. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people's bodies are about to change though too. Like I just feel like a lot of people are kind of like reassessing their health and things like that because it sounds like this woman, she's just like makes me feel like you've just been kind of like had a sad chapter. She says a sad 6 years. Sad and sick. So I don't know if you've just been sitting around for 6 years and she's just like wants you to get moving your body. She wants you like I'm seeing like meal prepping, grocery shopping properly. Yeah. Like she makes me feel like the pity party's over, you know? So does this resonate with anybody? This woman doesn't resonate with anybody? Oh no, I hope it's not happening on like Instagram and I can't see them. I feel like she's like curling her hair backwards. And actually you have her wedding ring too, actually. Here's her another wedding ring. Placemats. Feels like her name's Barbara or she knows a Barbara. Debbie, who's your mother-in-law? Do you remember her being like a little tough with you? Like a little tough love, Debbie? Oh man, this delay is a little bit painful. She was a smoker and definitely a shit type of woman. Did I say the word shit? Okay. So yeah, she did. Yeah, she was like tough love. Well, it's interesting. I read a card for both of you guys that was spirits kind of come through. So that's interesting. Yeah, Debbie, do you know what I mean? So I don't know if like somebody's been sitting around. This could be like your partner too. It felt like her child or her grandchild is like just sitting around. 6 sad years, like, and it makes me feel like they're looking at their belly like, oh, what am I going to do about you? You know, just kind of like really having to get to move the body. And she's just saying like, it's time. Yeah. The 6 years have passed. I do feel like there's like a karmic cycle or something she's telling me here for 6 years. So I don't know what you guys have been going through the last 6 years. She always tells you to stop whining. That's what I feel this woman is. What was her name? Well, your daughter has her ring. KW, this must be her. What's her name? Do you have some replacements? Hey Sheila. Hey Karen. Love that your daughter has her ring. Anne. Yeah, this is Anne. Yeah, this feels like Anne. Oh, okay. I mean, she's trying to encourage you. And Debbie, I already can't remember what I said about your card, but I hope that makes sense. Did I pull a card for you, Debbie? I feel like I might have. So she's just making me feel it's time to get going. I hope that makes sense for you guys, Debbie. 6 years of karma are over. 6 and sad, she calls them 6 sad years. I'm like, is she sure she's not talking to me? I had 7. I had a 7-year really crazy thing. Crazy 7 years. Okay, let me just pull somebody else. And maybe I'm just gonna start talking. I don't want to wait. I feel like I'm wasting like 10 minutes, almost trying to wait for the technology for you guys to confirm. So I'm just gonna keep talking about people because I feel a whole bunch of other spirits that want to talk here. Okay, so there's another dog. There's like a black and white dog here, and or it's like a white patch or like a black circle around his eyes. And you've got this picture of this painting of him with like one ear up and one ear down, and he's just so grateful. He's like, "Thank you so much." And I feel like he loved ice. He's saying something about ice, and then I feel like his shoulders hurt, so it makes me feel like it was really hard for him to like hold his body up near the end, And he's so thankful that you still have his color. He's a really sweet dog. Yeah, it feels like there's like a circle on one of the eyes or like this really like an interesting like face print. So I won't wait for anybody to confirm that. I'm just going to keep rolling. Let's see here. Who else is here? There's a grandmother here, and she just wants you to know that everything's going to be okay. She had like a signature apple pie. It's almost like I see like a fresh pie, like almost like cooling in her window. And she's got these like big apple cheeks. She looks like so kind. She used to wear like one of those like half aprons. And she says, "We're all watching you." And I don't know if like you had a miscarriage or you're expecting like a young girl, but I just see her like with like it makes me feel like there was a miscarriage. And she just makes me feel like she's holding this baby. She wants you to know like I'm taking care of her until it's the time is right. It does feel like the baby's gonna come. So I don't know if you are trying again, but she says that she's got this like baby girl, seeing her with like a pink blanket. She feels very loving. She feels very down to earth and very hearty. I feel like she's got like these like, she could like pick hot things out of the oven like with bare hands. She just feels like, the kind of like even like I just feel like maybe even some farming energy with her. She just feels so hearty to me, and just like the kindest face. And I feel like she might have been religious. She shows me that she has like a cross necklace or something like that. And she says, just know we're all looking after you and everything's going to be okay. It feels like you're worried about money. So she just says all the money stuff's going to work out. So it just feels as though the timing of the baby is just like around this kind of like the money. She says it's all going to smooth over. It feels like about property. So I don't know if like you're thinking of moving or something like that as well. I really love her. Yeah, I feel like she's on a farm. Does it sound like anybody here? I know there's like a delay. Okay. Younger man. There's like a younger man here playing like a harmonica at me. I feel like he loves I feel like he's at like a family reunion right now. Or you guys are planning a family reunion? He's saying feels like a barbecue. It was just somebody's birthday he was at too. He's here for all the parties. He has like an uncle or like a brother energy. He wants you to know how beautifully he's moving on the other side. So I do feel like he was very ill and like couldn't walk near the end. And moving so beautifully on the other side. He's been bringing Canadian geese to you. So I don't know if you've had like an encounter with Canadian geese. Amanda, that sounded like your grandma? Can you confirm what sounded like your grandma, Amanda? Was she on a farm? Yeah, this younger gentleman here. It makes me feel like his whole body was sick. Like his whole body started to shut down. Amanda, all things that I talked about. Okay, selling a property, a previous miscarriage, and she was a true homesteader. Oh, what was her name? Amanda. Feels like her. You know, these apple cheeks. Did you feel like it was a girl that you lost, Amanda? I know it's kind of personal to share here. Edith. Oh, yeah. Edith. Diana, this sounded like Kevin? Kevin, your son. Young man. Loves music. Do you still have, like, you used to love sneakers? It has a signature sneakers. You know, Amanda, I almost feel like it might come as a dog because it felt like the baby is not returned. Yes, I don't know. It made me feel like it's almost going to return to your family in a different way. So I don't know if you have a female dog now, but it makes me feel like that child loss is coming back. Melissa, your stepdad was like that. His whole body was shutting down. Diana, yes, like the sneakers. Have you been seeing Canadian geese, Diana? Whose birthday was it? Was it your birthday? Almost like I just saw birthday candles in front of you. He's showing me like you blowing out birthday candles. Was this your birthday, Diana? And you've been seeing Canadian geese. Kevin. Do you have something like a necklace of his? Like his ashes in a necklace or something like that? Well, your 65's coming up. Okay. Oh, so this is what about the dog, Amanda? My rainbow was a girl. Yeah. Oh, okay. You just got a puppy. He's a boy, but we called him Quinn. And our last dog was a girl, and she was named Kevin. So, okay. And you were just talking about geese? Oh, I love it, Diana. Diana, he showed me like a necklace. Like, do you have like a necklace of his, or is this his ashes in the necklace that you have? And he's just like, I'm right here, Mom. And he says he comes to your dreams all the time, Diana. So I don't know if you've been like dreaming of him. He says, I came in a dream to let her know I passed okay. Oh, you have a fingerprint necklace of his ashes. I feel it. I feel his hand right here. He's like, I'm right here, Mom. And you love brownies, he said, or were you just making brownies? He talks to you through numbers, repeated numbers. Yes. 1111, 444, 333, all those things. For me, that always makes me feel more like guide or angel energy, but you know, I trust that you'll know that more than me. What is it with brownies? I thought I just like saw brownies. Kevin, so he's just right here, and he's just in the dreams. Definitely to the brownies, Diana, or like he comes to your dreams. So please let me know how it resonates with you. He also loves the Christmas tree ornament you have of him, whatever you hang on the tree in honor of him. I also feel like he's in the wind, you know, like he's like with this Canadian geese like coming through, but I almost just feel like, I don't know if it's like a gust of wind or something will come at you. He says like, I'm in the wind, she can feel me. Dreams and he loved your brownies. Aww. My mom used to always make these famous brownies, so sometimes spirits show me those. Because spirits, you know, really communicate through my database of information, you know? That's why sometimes I might not be the right medium for you. But Kevin knows my mom's brownies, so he can show me brownies. I love that. Yeah, I feel that, Diana. I just feel like he's in the wind. And you smell the sweet grass in the wind. Yeah, it's like, I feel like this wave of wind hits you. And you're just like, Kevin. It's like almost like you can touch it and smell him. He just says she can feel me. Beautiful, Diana. You're so in tune to him. And he's just dancing. He wants you to know like how beautifully he's moving on the other side, like no limitations. Beautiful. Yeah, I just feel so much love. I feel I'm so close to you, Diana. Thank you, Kevin. There's a gentleman here, and he had dementia in his passing. He was like not himself. Like he's just like, please don't remember me this way. And I just feel like he was like very aggressive. Like it makes me feel like, somebody's kind of bringing him like a tray of food, and he's like pushing it away. And he says like that he was mean in his passing with dementia. I feel like you have his pocket watch, and he just shows me some of these like signature like liver spots and things like on his hands and like even on his head and things like that. Because he shows me like it's so weird, but he's making me feel like he felt like he was like Gollum at the end, like just like this like kind of like shadow of who he was as a human, and just doesn't want you to remember him that way. And he's so sorry that he treated you like that in his passing. And he says, please know, like, I remember you in the way that we loved each other before then. It almost made me feel like you're, really struggling to go visit him and things like that. There's like kind of like some really like aggression, physical aggression and frustration on his part. He says, it's so hard for me not to be in my body. So he shows me his spirit, as wandering off and kind of not in the body. Feels like somebody has his pocket watch. Does this make sense to anybody? This poor old guy. He feels like he lived to like a really long age. His like hands are shaking. He used to love ice cream. He has ice cream memories with you. And he says your mom came to get him. He used to love reading the newspaper. And like you've been thinking of like biking. I don't know if you like have a Peloton bike or something like that, but he meets you when your like body's moving, like when you're like almost biking. He shows me that he's kind of trying to communicate to you. So I'm so sorry. Please don't remember me that way. No. Sometimes people message me after telling me like I didn't want to like say publicly that was my person. Debbie, that's kind of So Debbie, that is weird. And mother-in-law had a sister that passed away and on here there's a woman named Margie Campbell, which was the name of Anne's sister that passed away too. She came on when you were talking about Anne, which might confirm that it was Anne. I think I'm gonna have to think about that one. That feels really intense, Debbie, but I trust that resonates with you. So sorry, L.A. McLean. Did this gentleman kind of resonate with you? I feel his whole body is weak. He makes me feel like he's completely ill. His mind, his body, he makes me feel like he's like shriveled up, but he's lost all this weight and like that his skin looks like gray. L.A. McLean, does that make sense? Oops, what was that? Delina, are you coming? No, I'm not doing the psychic fairs again this year. Oh, thanks, Delina. No, I'm kind of over the psychic fairs, I think. You're wondering if it's one of your grandpas in LA? Okay. I mean, I trust that whatever spirit came through, it'll reach, like maybe you're going to show the video to your mom or something like that. I just trust that that'll kind of be there. So beautiful connection for you, Diana. Maybe I got to do like more spirits next time. Hey, kind of like I got to get back in the swing of Wednesday Whispers. So, what's in my mug tonight? Last guess is what is in my mug? What am I drinking tonight? Last guesses. What are your guesses? Your grandfather passed away when you were in RCMP training. Okay. Just see, like maybe tell the description of what I kind of said. So, Leanne, you think I'm drinking water? Blue Boy Steve says Katie Johnson. T says Diana. Chai tea says Rebecca. That sounds amazing. Chamomile tea says Krista. Decaf coffee says Etta. Chamomile tea. A lot of you feeling some chamomile, lemon water. You know, I love lemon water, Crystal. So good to see you again on here, Crystal Kerr. Mint, a lot of tea. Well, you know, you guys, I had to start off Wednesday with my decaf coffee. Dandelion tea, that's close, Danny. Bonnie Campbell. Bert, who is Bert to you? That sounded like Bert. Wine, no wine for me, Rachel. Yeah, whoever that spirit was, it'll resonate with whoever it's meant for. And I'm just going to thank all of them. So how can we stay in touch throughout the week? I've got a free Facebook group called Woo Woo Circle where I kind of put more of my master classes and intuition development things in. I have a summer retreat in Bragg Creek this summer, which is awesome. I know like Diana, you were there, Danny, you were there last year. A couple of the same people and some wonderfully new people joining me this summer. It's camping. Like if you want to camp out in your tent and be on this bungalow ranch with me, it's just fabulous. And then in Okotoks, I'm there May 25th. So watch out for scammers after. If anybody messages you, know that I'm never going to message you, friend request you, ask you for money. So please make sure you know that. And I'll try my best to kind of like report things as they kind of come up. But mostly, thank you, my friends. Thank you for trusting me tonight. Thank you for just joining me in community and connecting. I love always kind of seeing you guys. So next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I'll try and bring some more spirits through next time. So good to see you again too, Jamie. Oh, awesome. Oh, thank you, Diana. So great to see you again. I loved having you at the retreat. Okay, good night, everybody. Take care. Mwah.